Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner and happy Saturday everyone. Today is the final stream before Christmas. I am going to take some time and get everything done up before the Christmas day. I will be streaming again after Christmas. So we do have a special holiday celebration coming up on New Year's Eve, which is this Saturday at the end of the month. So I hope you can all make it to that. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see who all is here. Kenny, congratulations to your daughter. I hope she has a wonderful graduation. And of course, lurk away, darling. If I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Emmy. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Dominique. Hello, Wicca. I'm so glad you start your new job on Monday. That's awesome. Hello, Rinka. Hello, Alex. Hello, Calamity. Hello, Yana. Hello, Bee. Hello, Mona. Mona. Every single time I see your name, that goes through my head. Hello, 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 everyone. So I have the links to Karen's Amazon as well as her Etsy below the video. So if you want to show her some love, of course, make sure that you go check her out on both Etsy and Amazon. We are coloring in A Mystical Lands Christmas Book 3. This is done by Karen E. Myers. We did have her on the channel last Saturday, and we started this page. And I've gotten this far. It's been a busy week. So we will finish all the doodads today, hopefully. Hopefully. I hope you all enjoyed the baking stream on Wednesday. Hello, Kennedy. It should be on its way. Um, Karen sent everything out on Saturday, so it should have been there already. Awesome, Yana. I did get all the baking done. I will message her later, but I can't really do it right now, but I will message her later and verify that she was able to send that out. But I do believe that she sent them all out last weekend. All right, so let's get started. Over here on the wreath. So we're going to hit the close-up camera here, and we're going to tip you down just a slight smidge so that the book isn't hanging off my desk. And we're going to start with a dark green. Dark green. And I think I want this one, which is number 183. Hi, Jamie. That's awesome. I'm glad you received your book. I hope you enjoy it. And for some reason, you guys cannot see green again. Oh, well, I'm glad you're back, Kennedy. Let's fix this so you guys can see green. Every once in a while, it just decides, nope, I don't like green. Oi, well, I'm glad you had a cup of coffee. We need that. All right. Let's zoom you in a little bit. It isn't the brightest green, but it's definitely not that dark. No, that's not it. Hmm. I don't know why, but it has decided that it doesn't like green today, so you'll just have to take my word for it that it's green until we switch over to the other camera. This is just the dark green, so this is just their shadow colors. Yes, I am glad you are feeling better. Being sick sucks. Being sick during the holidays sucks even more. Brr. Hello, Jen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, single digits is just too cold. Too cold. Oy, Mona, that's too much snow. Especially without power. That's way too much snow. I hope you are warm and cozy now. All right. I think that's it for our shadow. We'll do the center area here. The back edges here. Good, good. I am glad to hear that because being cold is no fun at all. All right, so now I'm going to go in with 189, which is a brighter green, and hopefully you guys can see this green. A little bit of it anyway. I'm telling you, one of these days I just need to go through all the settings and make sure that things are right, because sometimes it works just fine, other times not so much. Drives me crazy. You're multitasking. Awesome. Have fun. Lurk away, because we like our lurkers. So what does everybody have planned for the holidays? And if I didn't say, I am still using the Obos colored pencils. Oh, -3. Brr. That would be a day that I'd be wrapped in a heating blanket cranked to the max. Enjoy your supper, Bee, and thank you for stopping in and saying hi. So not being a extreme Prisma fan, um, I don't know all of the colors of Prismas. So what is the major impact of them taking those two colors, the light purple colors, out of their set? I know they're going to be replacing it with some other light purples, so to my brain it's going okay. Is it a big deal or is it not a big deal? Nice. It sounds like a house full, Yana. Ah, okay. It's not a big deal in your opinion? Yeah. In my thoughts, I was going, okay, well, I understand that they're light purples, and light purples are needed. But if they're going to replace them with light purples as well, then what's the hullabaloo? And is it a major deal? Like I said, I have two sets of them. I think I'm good. I don't think I'll be running out anytime soon. Ah, yes, mulled wine. That would keep you warm as well. Ah, okay. But if they're going to be replacing them with the same type of color, does it really make it a big deal? I saw in one group, people were completely flying off the handle and running out and buying hundreds of them, and it's like, is it really that big of a deal? Or hello, Kim. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, what you can do is you can just add it to the bottom of your swatch and just type and just write in new colors. Then you don't have to reswatch them unless you're extremely, what's the word? OCD like I am about my swatches, then I would have to reswatch them. And I'm going to grab that dark green again. Yes, I have met the OCD side of you, yes. Yeah, yeah. And I definitely understand that, but they I do believe from what I've read that they're supposed to be coming out with light colors. So in my brain, that means they're coming out with some purples to replace them. Just putting the berries in here. Exactly, exactly. It's not their fault. They can't get the pigmentation. Um, you know, and a lot of sets have that issue with the lack of ability to get materials or having the materials go up so much in price that it doesn't make financial sense to purchase it. I definitely understand that. Hello, Ashley. How are you feeling, darling? And Catherine, they're taking away the two light purples, lavender and um, I think it's lilac. Yeah, lavender and lilac are being removed from the Prismas and replaced with other purples. All right, so I'm going to do these little flowers with white gel pen. Yeah. Well, I hope that it starts feeling better soon. Aw, well, thank you for stopping in to see us. I appreciate it. I've missed you. All right. And of course I put my hand in the gel pen. Thank you, Yana. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. You want Nanaimo bars, do you? Hello, Crashes. All right, so the reds that I'm using is 130 and number 8 for the berries as well as the bow here. Thank you. Yes, I like the peppermint ones too. They're my favorite. I can't eat them anymore, but they are my favorite. Although I have found gluten-free graham crackers as well as I have sugar-free um, sugars and like replacement sugars for icing sugar and stuff like that. And all of those other sugars I've found replacements for. So I can now make those that in a way that I can eat them, which is awesome. Wow. That's crazy. They used to be. Until they discontinue them and then they jack the prices up. People are buying hordes of them. And more than likely in about 6 months you'll find them on eBay or Etsy for hundreds of dollars. Yeah, that's true. But, all they really need to do is put out a little blurb that says replace this color with this color. Thank you, Dawn. Hello, Divisa. Lurk away. Yeah, the only problem, the biggest problem I see with it is um, people that are going to be out to make a profit on other people's desperation to find the colors. Because I do see a lot of people buying hordes of them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. People are buying, huge amounts of them until they're all sold out and then selling them for $7, $8 a piece. Yeah, one's orchid and one's amethyst, which I do believe are quite light purples. Actually, the amethyst will be a really good addition because there's not really there's a really light tones and some mid tones, but there's not a dark mid tone, like a what's the word I'm looking for? There's some really lights so that you can get that really, really light coloring. But there's not a light that isn't more blue than anything else, I guess is the word. I don't know. From what I'm seeing, I don't think so. I think they're gone the way of the um, like the deco colors. So I'm just going back and forth adding little bits of shadow. I'm not going to shadow this area here. We're going to actually add a little bit of yellow to that. Yeah, no, I ain't either. I'm not a huge Prisma person, so I'm just putting in that yellow glow from the candle there, and I'm going to put a little bit in the edge of the wreath here as well from that candle. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you've also got the charismas that have both those colors as well. Yeah. Well, there's the charismas, there's the Artex, um, there's the pastel tones like the Indra, the Marco, the Brute Funer, the the 6 billion pastel sets that came out last year. So I'm quite sure that finding a replacement color is not going to be that difficult. I may go through sometime in the new year and see if I can give you some alternatives from the sets I have. I won't be buying any new ones, but will go through the ones I have and see if I can find some alternatives for you. Just because I know there's many of you out there that are Prismas peoples. I know that there's some exact matches in the Brute Funer 500s. Yeah, exactly. 520 set. There are definitely some matching purples in there. Yeah, yeah. That is true, B. That is definitely true. Um, you can also use the grade lavender for blending as well, because I do believe that one is staying. But I was kind of, shocked this morning when I was reading through Facebook and people were, in this one site. I won't say what group it was, but um, people were talking about buying hundreds of them, and it's like, why? Why would you do that? Yeah, I understand, buying one or two replacements just in case, but I just don't see any need to buy all of them. you know? Yep. That is true. That is very true. Um, yeah, exactly. Other YouTube colorists do have a lot of different conversion charts. That is very true. I probably won't do a conversion chart, but because I don't know my prismas well enough. And like you said, there's so many out there. There's just really, and there's so many that are way better at knowing their prismas than I am. So, but I will take a look and see with those two colors what colors we have in other sets that are available that are close. You guys are silly. Yeah, I'm quite sure there is too. And after about 6 months after the stock is completely sold off and they aren't making them anymore and they're starting to remove them from the sets themselves, they've sold off all the stock. I can guarantee you there's going to be people out there selling them for that. All right, there is our bow. Now we're going to blend that and then we're going to put a bit of white on it. That's true. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Yana. It'll be the COVID pandemic of the coloring world. But I think this same sort of thing happened when they discontinued their deco colors as well. The pandemic of the coloring world. I could see it happening. Just saying. So I'm just putting a bit of white down and then lifting most of it up because I don't want this area over here to be stark white. I just want it to have a bit of a white glow to it. Yeah, exactly. Guaranteed there's a match out there somewhere. Hello, Della. Good morning. How are you feeling? I hope your brain fog has subsided a little bit. That COVID brain fog is real and a real pain in the bum. Just going to lift off what I don't want here with the pencil. All right, so we have our wreath done. Awesome. Aww. Well, I hope it goes away for him. I know that that can be no fun at all, especially around this time of year. All right, so now we're going to do the mushrooms. So again, I'm going in with 130 for our dark areas here. And make sure that we put a shadow on the back side of each of these because the candle is going to be hitting this side. All right, now we need a blue. We need a dark blue. ah. Rainbow mushrooms with tree bark. No. No, I'm going to make mud instead, just for the fun of it. So I'm going to use the dark blue for our darker shadow colors. So the deepest areas that the shadows are going to be, I'm going to have the dark blue in there. Gives it a little bit of depth. Oh, I know that feeling though. I was too. My dog, I think then there's a set of stray cats. I'm going to put the yellow down here for the candle. But I think there's a set of stray cats that are coming into my yard at night. Nice! Well done, Della. And I think it's freaking the dog out or exciting her or something. Because she's like waking me up every 10-15 minutes. The most sleep I got last night was an hour before she woke me up. And she wakes me up and then she goes running outside. So I think that the cats are coming into the yard and freaking her out. Yes, yes, they are. I actually really like the paper in Karen's books. My only issue with it is that it curls. So because the picture goes right up to the edge, as you color and you get more color on the edges, it starts curling up a bit. That's why I have little thingies here holding it down. So I'm using number 8 now to get the red color for our mushrooms in there. And I'm blending into that shadow. And then we're going to take a dark yellow. And we're going to do the back sides of the spots. And then we're going to use a light yellow for the front. Exactly, and that's why I used the clips, because I have had that and it's no fun. Alex, are you done classes now? Is school over until the new year now? Or do you still have a couple of days left? Hello, Cheryl. Awesome. Welcome, 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 welcome. And I hope that you have a great time here. I do try to not make things too difficult, but every once in a while we throw a little bit of difficulty in there for you. Awesome. Yeah, because I know that the school out here, so I'm going in with number 75, which is a uh, red brown. The school out here was out yesterday early, so. And then we're going to add a little bit of the yellow brown and just drag that color around a bit. Enjoy your tea, Emmy. I am using the Obos colored pencils. The Obos 200, and yeah, 200s, I do believe. All right, going to start on the next mushroom. So I'm going in with the dark pencil of 130. And this one's going to have a bit more of a darker area than the other one because it's further away from that candle. And there's more of a blockage from that other mushroom. Awesome. And for anyone that did come in late that wants to take a look at Karen's work, she does have a Etsy and she also is on Amazon. I have listed links below. The Amazon link is an affiliate link. So if you do use that link, it does give me a small commission, which goes towards prizes and things for the channel. Absolutely. Enjoy that time off. So going in with the blue now and going around, and put a little bit of this dark red under here. Just putting some dark red around the spots for shadows. Awesome! So are you guys going to be spending Christmas at home, or are you guys going up to the coast? If you're going up to the coast, be careful in those mountains. Awesome! Yeah, just be careful in those mountains. They're a little snowy right now. Now going in with number 8. The blue that I used is number 164, which is a very dark blue, almost a, speaking of prismas, Prisma Indigo blue. There's certain colors that I really enjoy of the prismas. Now we're going to add some yellow here and here. Awesome. Okay. All right, now we're going to take our yellow brown and put it through the sharpener. And we're going to do the dark side of the mushroom here, and then the shadowed areas on this side. And we're going to take our pale yellow and we're just going to finish it off. Ah, okay. It's not you guys' driving that really worries me. It's more everyone else's driving. I assume that Eric knows how to drive in it, but you know, it's other people's driving. There's not too many people in Oregon that know how to drive in it very well. Lots of people think they do. Many do not. So I used number 75, and now I'm going to go over it with number 81. And blend it all in. But I think that's pretty much everywhere too, so. Yeah, that is true. All right, so now we're going to go back to our greens. And we're going to take our dark green and we're just going to do the pine needles here. So this is number 183 for anybody that's following along. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. And I feel a sneeze coming. I I haven't either. I just yeah. I just haven't. All right, so there is our evergreens. And then we're going to do these little leaves here with the lighter green. And I'm going to take a little bit of gray. This is a warm gray, which has a little bit of that brown in it. I'm just going to darken up this area here a little bit. Nice. Aw. Yeah, I'd say that you are good to just use gift bags this year. Or Amazon boxes, whichever. And then down here. Just putting in those little bits of shadow that the just making that shadow a little bit darker. I did put a shadow in there with a darker color of the plaster color of that peach, but I just didn't feel it was dark enough, so I'm just going to use a warm gray right over top of it and just darken it up a little bit. And not all the way through the darker peach, just enough to give a contrast and a shadow. All right, now we're going to do these here, and I'm going to do them as oranges. So we're going to take orange, and we're going to take a dark orange. I think this one. When in doubt, check the chart. So I need number 190. And it's the one I grabbed. Ha, ha, ha. Ooh, nice. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, I'm so jelly. So I'm using number 190, which is a red orange. For the shadowy side here. And they're going to have a little bit of a glow on them from the fireplace, but not a lot because of the mantle blocking a little bit of that light. But they are going to have some light, so we're not going to color them all blood orange. Yeah. And these are probably cranberries or something because this is a fairy house, but I like oranges. So, and it gives a little bit of a contrasting color. Not so much red. Nice. Awesome. Good to hear. So, like I was saying at the start of stream, I will be taking some time off to do Christmassy stuff and get everything finished up for Christmas. I'm adding a bit of yellow into that area that I want that fire highlight to be. Going back in with the dark orange. And then going back in with the orange and blending it in. Like so. Oh, nice. Again, going in with that red orange, just a little bit darker down in here. And then the orange. So the orange is number 6. And we're going to take the yellow, which is number 4, and we're just going to fill that in. And make sure we get that contrast in there. They do, don't they? You guys are making me hungry. Well, you guys are making me want to drink. Oh dear. Yeah, I like that too, Crashes, but with coffee instead of, cocoa. I was able to find a local distiller that makes peppermint liqueur that does not have any sugar in it. So I can actually have that. Okay, so it wasn't just me. All right, and then we're going to take a little bit of a yellow green. Let's actually take a olive green, a brown green, and we're going to put the Yay! Clean hair is always a good thing. And we're going to put in some olive green here for the stems. And there we have our oranges. Now we're going to do our wood. So we're going to start with number 83. And we're going to do our branch of berries here. That sounds like Sounds like it should be a good time, Yana. Post them on the Discord so that everybody can share. We'll have a drunken Discord. It's okay. And then I'm going to use number 120. No, that's too dark. I'm going to use 118, I think. Yeah. I'm going to use number 118. On our shadow side of the stick. And then we're going to do little red berries. And we're almost done all the decorations except for the candle and the acorn on the top of the mantle. Hopefully we can get this done today. I know it takes me forever to do anything. And some days I just feel like I haven't done anything at all. Some days I can go through it really quickly, and then some days I just don't feel like I've actually accomplished anything. In my coloring, anyway. Thank you, Mona. Oh, that'd be awesome, Yana. That would be fantastic. All right, so now for our acorn, we're going to start with our dark brown, so number 118 in our shadow area underneath here. And under each top and under each of these little bits here. Do those shadows too. Now the top of the cap of an acorn is usually darker than the bottom of an acorn. We used to collect these little caps when we were young. I would put them on my dolls. They made perfect little French berets. So I am using number 118, which is a dark brown. And then I am going to use number 16, which has a bit of a red tinge to it. And I'm going to sharpen it. Welcome back, Emmy. So I'm using number 16. finishing up the darker areas here, leaving a little tiny sliver of light area for the light color to tie it into the bottom. These little tiny details is what gets you doing much less in the amount of time that you normally would on a larger picture, which is fine. The little details is what makes it sometimes. Thank you, Alex. I must not have remembered to turn that on. I forgot to turn on the filter for members only chat, or subscribers only chat, I mean. Going to go on the back side here with that dark brown as well, and just going to extend that shadow out just a little bit into the acorn. I'm going to try. I can't guarantee it, but I am going to try. However, it all depends upon what I get done around the house and Christmas wise and that sort of thing. So we've got some deliveries to make, and yeah. So I'm using number 82 on the cap here. And just blending those dark colors in. Yeah, sometimes, the tiny details get just too much, and then sometimes I just get lost in them. And my brain is just geared to overthink things, especially detail. So I just end up, spending hours on an acorn. I'm not going to spend hours on this acorn, I promise. Actually, I kind of like this color, so I'm just going to use this color. Getting lighter as we get into the center area there. Like so. And then we're going to take our blender. Well, of course they are, but thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. I think it turned out quite nicely. I was happy with the way it looked, that's for sure. Now we're just going to take our blender and we're going to make this shiny because it is an acorn and acorns are usually shiny. At least after I'm done with them, because I sit there and polish them for a while. Does anybody else do that? Anybody that has access to acorn trees anyway. Sit and rub them in your fingers until they're all shiny. That's what I do. That's what I end up doing. Now we're going to do the candle. So I'm going to grab silver for the candlestick and some black. And we're going to start on this side over here with the black. And under here. Now the light is going to be reflecting off of there a lot more. That's why I'm doing the black on this side and not this side. And down here at the bottom. And then we're going to add our silver. Now you can do this with gray as well. I just like the little bit of metallic fleck that's in silver. Thank you, Alex. If I didn't say thank you already. Thought I did, but the brain just doesn't work some days. Now I'm going right over top of that black, dragging that in to give us that shadow color. And then the bottom here as well. And then I'm going to take number 4, which is a bit of a yellow, and I'm just going to do the very edge and sharpen it. Thank you, Emmy. I appreciate that. She does have an artist that does her covers digitally, which is a lot easier to replicate with the printing. So I think she has made a good choice. I think she should color her own covers because she colors beautifully. Her and Scott both color just absolutely beautifully. Now we're going to take the yellow and we're just going to come down the candle a little bit. And then we're going to take our gray and our white. I've got to sharpen the gray. Sorry if my sharpener is really loud. I have another sharpener that I could be using, but the electric one gets it to a really, really, really sharp point. And that's what I wanted here. So hello, Annette. Welcome, welcome. Now we're going over it with white and blending that gray in. That gray was just put there for a shadow. And we're going to blend that yellow in as well. And then we're going to do our flame. So we're going to start with a red and then an orange. And then some yellow. Because this is so small, we're not going to get overly detailed with it. And there is the top of our mantle all done. Let's switch on over to the main screen here so you can see the full mantle finished up there. Now we're going to do the mantle itself and the stockings. And I'm going to take a cup of coffee sip. Hello, Tanya. My brain is just going, bleh. Hi, Tanya. My brain just kind of went, bleh, but it's okay. All right, let's switch back over to the close-up. And we're going to do the mantle. So we're going to take our dark brown. Words just completely left me. Hello, Larissa. Yes, pink. Everybody needs some pink. So I'm taking number 83, and I'm just going to base color with the number 83. So I'm not even pushing hard, I'm just covering the entire thing, including the bolsters that are holding it up. And we'll be adding the shadows, we'll be adding the grain, all of that on top of this 83. So we're going to create our own tree bark brown. Nice. It's always great when the kids decorate the tree. Mine never do. So now I'm going to start with number 118. Awesome. Lurk away. You're perfectly fine lurking. I like to see you though. So I'm doing the shadow area here on the side of the bolster with 118. And under here where the mantle is sitting on top of that area. Hello, Pamela. You're such a cutie. You're awesome. She's fine. It's good that she's energetic because that makes that, makes it so all of us people that aren't energetic feel like we're doing our job in society, being unenergetic and relaxing. Nope, never ignore mom. Always answer the call for mom. That's just the way it is. All right, so now we're going to start adding the shadows on the mantle itself. So we're going to put in a shadow here. And we're also going to add a bright spot here and here. where the candle is going to be touching. We're also going to add a bright spot under here where the fire light is going to be hitting. And a little bit here as well. Not so much there. Just going to put that shadow in there. Awesome. And then we're going to put a shadow under here. And over here. Now when you put in your shadows, make sure you leave room for the object to be standing up away from the mantle so that it gives it more of a dimensional look. So that's why I'm not going right up against that area there. Put more of a shadow around this, like so. Alright, now we're going to take our next color of brown and we're going to put in our wood grain. Yes, happy birthday to your dad. Hello, Joyce. So I'm using number 16 now for the wood grain. That Karen has quite nicely put in for us, so we don't have to imagine it and put it in ourselves. Otherwise, it's just going to be a painted block of wood to me. I'm not good with drawing things in. Is it cold up there? I think Yana was saying that it was really cold. It got chilly down here too. It was a little bit colder than I was expecting it to be. Although they have predicted that it's going to be quite cold this next couple of days and then it's going to warm up and start to rain. I'm just going to put in the shadow here as well because I missed it. Yeah, and about midweek is when we're going to get really warm. Oh my goodness. All right, now I'm going to go back over everything with the light brown, which is number 83. And this time I'm putting a little bit more pressure on it, blending those colors together. I'm actually going to add a little tiny bit of black under here as well for some soot in some areas. Because with an open fireplace like this, you're going to get a bit of soot. You are perfectly fine, Jen. Enjoy your coloring, dear. Ooh, Snowmageddon. No thank you. Wow. Yeah, very rarely do we get snow here. Although we did get a little tiny bit the other day, so I think that was the end of our snow. It almost covered the ground for about 3 seconds. Uh-oh. Oh no. Not good to... Maybe they're in the car. Do you drive or could they already be in the car? Have you already put them in there? In a suitcase? A bag? Oh. Hmm. Um, let's think. Where could her stuff be? Is it on your desk? That's that's all. It's like losing kids. Yeah, exactly. Um, I always lose things on my desk. I can put something on my desk and 3 seconds later not see where it is. And it's right in front of me. Did you pack them into a bag or did you just put them in a pile? I hope you find them. I'd help you look, but a little far away. Oh dear, no, that would not be good. Yeah, don't throw them out with the trash. Yeah, check by the front door or the coffee table. All right, now I'm just gonna blend this in, burnish it up, make it all shiny. And then we'll move on to the stockings. We might actually get this page done today. All right, so we're going to do our nails, or our tacks, whichever you want to call them. Just doing them straight silver. They have enough of dark areas on it, so. It is the Caran d'Ache breadstick. It's itty bitty at the moment. All right, so now we're going to use number 190. And as you can see, I'm not going anywhere near the edges, except for up here at the top, because this stocking is going to have a lot of areas that are going to be lit up by the fire. So we're going to go darker in here and through here. All right. Now we're going to add some yellow. I I don't do those nails. I broke them all, so well, I broke two, so I had to cut them all off. Otherwise they would look silly. Alright, now I'm going to take this one here, which is number 8, and finish it off. All right, Dawn, you have a fantastic Christmas, and I will see you after when the channel comes back into live streaming. There will, of course, be the short videos for the Advent calendar, as well as if I have time, I might do some review videos. I've got to do the review for the Mr. Pen pencils. So we will probably be doing some review type stuff if I have time. If I don't have time, then I won't, but if I have some downtime, I will do that. I should have a couple of days where I'm not doing a whole lot of cleaning, cooking, or shopping. That's the biggest thing that's going to take up my time is the cleaning and the cooking. I don't have much shopping left to do. Alright, so now we're going to do the toes of the socks. And we're going to take green. Do a dark green here on the stitching. And then a nice bright green down here and here. Like so. And then we're going to take some gray. We're just going to fill in the fur up at the top here. Down here. We've got some yellow there from the light of the fire. And then our white. And Yana had a fantastic idea for fur on larger stockings. You can use a bit of the liquid pearl stickles, and it gives you a nice textured look to your stocking. Hers looked really nice. Now we're going to take the red and finish that off. And there we have our first stocking. Now our other stocking, we're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to do green. Yeah, it was an awesome idea. And it looks so nice. Now I'm not too concerned about the shadow areas here. It's going to be a little bit brighter, but it's not going to have as much light hitting it. But we're going to add a little bit of a green reflection in there, like so. And then we're going to take our medium tone. I hope Pamela found her stuff. She's probably still looking for it, cussing away. Don't blame her. I hate losing things. It drives me crazy. I'm going to soften that edge a little bit. Getting a bit of a harsh edge there. I'm just going to soften it up a little. All right, Wicca, happy holidays, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And again, congratulations on the new job. Drive carefully. And then we're going to go in with the lightest green here, and we're just going to blend that all together. Hopefully I'm still on screen. And then we're also going to do that in here. And then the medium. And then we're going to do our dark red toe. And a lighter red on the heel because it's getting hit by a little bit of that light there. Oh dear, Della. That's not good. Going through with some gray for the shadow here on the fur. Yeah, I know it's something I would do if I put things in my hair. And then again with the white. Just going to blend that gray in. And then we're going to take our dark green and do our holder. And there we have our second stocking. Now we have this here, and I know what it is, but my brain won't tell me what it is. It's there's little holes in it. It poofs air, you know. But this is usually done with leather and metal, so that's what we're going to do it with. Oh, goodness, I got to adjust. So I'm just going to move here for a second. Now we are really close to getting this finished, so I'm not going to stop until it's finished. Just so you guys know. So we're going to take some dark brown. Well, welcome again, Cheryl, and thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us for your break. I appreciate it. You are welcome at any time. We will be, of course, going back to our regular schedule after the holidays. So please come back, and I hope you enjoy the channel. Well, I'm glad that you were able to pick some things up. I appreciate that. All right, so I've got the edges done there. Now I'm going to go in with the next brown, which is still a dark brown, but it's a little bit more of a red and a little bit lighter than the dark brown that I just used. And as you can see, we're moving towards the edge where we're going to put a little bit of lighter color for the light coming off of the fireplace there. The light coming off the fire. Now I'm going to take the light and we're just going to start moving it in like so. Yeah, exactly. Usually those have a handle though, and this doesn't really have a handle. It may also be a steam basket, like a steam room humidifier type thing. An old-fashioned room humidifier. Have a wonderful holiday, Cheryl. I hope that everyone has a very Merry Christmas. The bed heater. Thank you. Thank you, Rinka. I knew it was something like that. I knew it had something to do with that, but my brain just would not let me explain it. But thank you, Rinka. I appreciate that. So I'm probably coloring this wrong because if I remember correctly, the bed heater has a wooden handle or a metal handle and slips under the mattress or under the blankets, and then you pull it out before you go to bed. Awesome. Well, at least you got the correct pencil in the right hand. I currently have two pencils in my left hand and one in the right. What's in your hair? Yes, that would be the correct answer, or the correct question, I should say. And now we're going to do this with silver. So we're going to start with the black here. And around the holes. I need to sharpen that. It's a little bit too dull for such intricate little works. Just going to put in the shadow areas here. As well as here. And we're going to do the hook black. Just so it stands out against that gray stone. And then we're going to take our silver, go into the black. We want it to be a kind of a tarnished silver, so I'm not worried about it picking up any of that black and moving it around with the silver. Because it's going to be in the fire, in and out of the fire. It's not going to be pretty all the time. It's going to have a bit of soot. A bit of the metal is going to pick up some of that fire soot. But because this is metal, it's also going to pick up the colors of that fire on the edges. So I'm going to have to make sure I remember to put in some of that color. Because even though it's away from, it's still going to pick up some of those room colors reflected. So I'm just going through this area here with a much lighter hand than I was on the rest of the areas, because we're going to add some yellow and a little bit of red orange color to it. I'm going to do this area here and this area here. Again, leaving that little bit lighter for the reflection of the fire. Alright, now we're going to do the rivets in black. Like so. And there we have it. I think we're going to add just a little touch of yellow in through here. Maybe a little tiny bit of that orange red. Not a whole lot. I'm barely touching the paper. And then I'll blend it in a little bit more with the yellow. Like so. Then we're just going to soften this edge. Like that. Alright. No, it's not dirty. It's just stained that color, you know? Alright, so now we're going to do the milk and cookies. So let's start with the milk, because, yeah, what color is the milk going to be? So we're going to do a bit of gray on this side here for the shadow on the bottle. And then we're going to take a little bit of blue up here. And the milk's going to start about here. So. And then we're going to take a little bit brighter blue in here. And blend it in. And then we're going to take our white and our gray. I need this gray. Just going to put in the milk line there. And then we've got to put in the base there for the base of the bottle where the milk isn't going to be. Hello, Susan. Welcome. I have been to Langley. I'm actually from BC. Alright, now we're going to go in with the white for the milk. And blend that all together. Now we're going to go around this area here on the label with some red. Same with this one up here. And then we'll do the inside of the label with some green because it's Christmas milk. And there we have our milk. And then we're going to do our plate, and we're going to do our plate with a nice green plate. And we're going to do the edges first. Don't forget this edge here is going to be with fire reflection, so make sure that you don't color that too dark. And then we're going to do a little bit there, some under the cookie. These look like chocolate chip cookies, so I hope Santa likes chocolate chip cookies. Well then. So I just reported John Holland, so thank you, Jen, for removing that. Oh dear. The things that I knew I was forgetting something this morning. I am so sorry to all the mods that are having to deal with those. And I appreciate that you guys are on top of it. Alright, just going to do a little bit darker green over here. Yes, no, not at all. So I've got the medium toned grain here, and we're just going to go right over top of our dark green, blending it in. As we get closer to the area where the fire is going to light up the plate a little bit, we're going to lighten the color. Still remaining into that green tone, just a lighter tone of it. Green color, I should say. And then I haven't used the Charisma colors in it, but they're doing quite well with these lesser expensive pencils. And I think I want this one. So now I'm using number 102. The last one I used was 189. Like so. All right. Yes, it's milk and cookies though. And then for some cookies, so we're going to use a light brown, and then we'll add the darker browns for the shadows and the contrasting colors. All right, now I need number 85. Get some shadow in there. And that little bit of brown for the edge. Because you know the edges of cookies are always going to be darker than the rest of the cookie. And then we're going to take a dark brown and we're going to put our chocolate chips in there. That's a little too dark. Let's go a little lighter. So this is number 16. For our chocolatey chips. I guess they could have been oatmeal raisin too, but. And then we're just going to fill that in. I'm leaving it quite loose because, you know, cookie crumbs do give contrast, and that white spot does make a wonderful contrast for cookies. Now for our note, we need a really pale tan color, like this one. Thank you very much, Jen. Ay, ay, ay. Well, it is coming to the end of stream, so if it does get too annoying, I will end the stream. And yeah, it's because I didn't turn on the subscribers only chat. I forgot. So we're having a couple of jokers that aren't funny. All right, so I'm just gonna put in the to Santa. Make sure that it's nice and dark. All right, now we got the logs and the broom, and then we're almost all done except for the floor. So again, with the logs, we're going to start with number 82. I am so glad that you found it. I was just saying, I really hope she found her bag. Because losing coloring stuff is just not fun. Oh, thank you, View. I appreciate that. So now I'm going in with number 16 for our shadowy area here. And the green. I think I want a little bit darker as well. On this one. Because it is nighttime, you know. It should not be bright white over there, especially as far away from the fire as it is. So I'm not going to get right into all of the little tiny swirls. I'm just going to put a swirling of color there. And we're going to do a dark area here. As it gets closer to the fireplace, it's going to lighten. So right up against the wall is going to be darker. But as we get further out and the light of the fire is hitting the edge of this, it's going to start getting lighter. Nice. So I'm just going to take the number 16 now. I'm going right into that number 120. Going to put in the grain of the wood. And then we're going to take number 83 again. And finish that off. Now we're going to blend that out. so blend that tile a little bit as well. All right, now for our broomstick, we're going to use number 12 after I sharpen it. Happy Christmas and happy holidays, and I hope to see you another time. Of course, like I said before, I will be recording, but I will not be going live during the holidays. So I hope to see you on Discord or in Facebook or Instagram, that sort of thing, if you have time. Okay, so I used number 12 and number 16 on the broom handle here. And now for the straw, I need this one, number 43. Are you leaving as well, Calamity? Well, happy holidays to you and the Crashes if you are leaving. If not, then I take it back. No, I don't. So I'm just base coloring this with the tan straw color. And then we'll be adding the texture. I'm going to use well, that's what happens when you don't answer. I'm going to use number 150 for the rings, the wire holding on the bristles of the brush there. Now I need this color. All right. Well, have a good day and absolutely, let him sleep. He always falls asleep during my stream. It's fine. Don't do too much. Put in a bit of a shadow here. And then we want just a touch darker on some of them. There we go. And now for the piece de resistance, the final part, we're going to do the flooring here. Now, I am not sure what the flooring is, so I am going to do it in marble. So I'm going to do it as a gray marble. So first we're going to put the yellow here. Because that's the color coming off of the fire. The light coming off of the fire. And then we're going to take number 73. And we're just going to base color it. So this is I'm not holding the pencil very tight. I'm just going over the entire area with the base color. Alright, move it so that you can actually see what I'm doing. And then we're going to take number 142, and I'm going to try to do a Tammy. And I'm just going to put random little bits of the darker color in here. I don't do a Tammy very well. My arm doesn't turn that way. Tammy can turn all different directions. It's awesome. Not me. Alright, so I'm just getting in that shadow area here first. And then we're just going to start putting in random striations. And then we're going to take our light gray again. Yes, Amazon Tammy coloring. Always fun to watch. And she is always absolutely gorgeous coloring. Wonderful, wonderful woman. Alright. So again, I'm just going over top of it with number 73. Letting that yellow shine through. And then we're going to take if I can get the gel pen to work. Not getting the gel pen to work. It's coloring on my skin just fine. It doesn't want to do paper. Alright, so that's not going to work. So, let's see, what else do we have here? Maybe this one. This one's bigger. That's better. Why is it whenever I want to do large areas, my gel pen decides that it's not going to work? Alright, so the gel pen isn't going to work for me, so that's fine. I will polish this up, and then I will use paint on it. So I'm going over it with the blender. And then I'll get an acrylic paint pen and do it that way. Unless the blender gives me enough of a white undertone here. I'm running out of room here. There we go. That's better. Got pencils all over my desk. And I just cleaned them up last night. Alright, There we go. Now we've just got the Christmas spirit sign up here to do. I'm going to tip you up. And we're going to do that in, let's do that in green, just because. So it's going to be green painted wood. So I'm using number 183. Yeah, that's the greatest thing about the bright blenders is if they come broken, it just means that you have two. However, if you get a pencil one, a pencil blender like a Derwent, a Caran, a Derwent, a Prismacolor, or anything like that, and it's broken, you don't even have one. All right, so that was number 183. Now I'm going to use number 102. Yep, that's right. They still work even broken. That's the great thing about them. So I'm just going to blend in a little bit there. Get rid of that hard line because I don't like hard lines. So this is the last piece of the puzzle on this page. I hope that you have all enjoyed the coloring of Karen's work. I know I have enjoyed coloring it. Karen Myers is a absolutely beautiful person. She has the talent that I wish I had. She can see all of these wonderful little places and little imagination curiosities, and it has the artistic ability to draw them on paper for us to color. And for that, I cherish her so much. She's just so smart, and she's just a lovely person. So of course I have left links below for Karen's Etsy shop as well as her Amazon shop. So if you have enjoyed the coloring and do want to take a closer look at some of her works, please feel free to take a look down below. I have also done flip throughs of every book that she has available as well on the channel. So feel free to search through those as well. Just going to do the screw heads here. And then we will switch it over to the main screen and take a look. Let's blend that. I don't mind bringing her pictures to life with color, but I definitely couldn't draw them. Sorry guys that you didn't get to see that, but it was just blending, I promise. All right, so we're going to switch that over to the main camera. And there we have our Karen E. Myers Christmas Spirit page. Happy holidays, Bee. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Yes, I understand that, Jamie. I'm not saying that I'm not talented, but I wish I had her talent. It's just something that I just don't have, is that specific talent. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me. Of course, have a fantastic holiday, and always enjoy each other and your families and everything you do. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you, Mona. Merry Christmas again to yourself as well. Stay safe, everyone. Have a fantastic holiday season. I will be putting out some recorded videos for the shorts for the Advent calendar. And if I have time, I may do a couple of others. But we'll see how time happens. All right, guys, with that, thank you all very much for watching. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to every YouTube artist that you enjoy. And always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.